Hey, so we're standing out Starbucks coffee house, and I'm sure a lot of you probably wondered what their logo was about. Who is this woman with long hair and a crown with a fishtail? Well, I'm going to tell you who that is, because that's a significant character in folklore history. Yeah, so this is a strange logo that Starbucks has been using all these years, and it's none other than the ancient, mythical, medieval folkloric tale of Melusine or Melusina. Let me tell you who she is. Now, this character of Melusine comes from a French folkloric tale, possibly Celtic in origin, but it just says European folklore and mythology, a female spirit of fresh water in a sacred spring or river. She is usually depicted as a woman who is a serpent or a fish from the waist down, much like a and she is also sometimes illustrated with wings, two tails, or both. Her legends are especially connected with the northern and western areas of France, Luxembourg, and the Low Countries. And then getting to the point, guys, down here it says, and the Counts of Anjou and their descendants of the house of the Plantagenets, the kings of England, and the French house of Lusignan, kings of Cyprus, etc., etc. So this Melusine character supposedly is the ancestor of the Plantagenet kings of England and France. Now, I am no expert at the line of kings of England or anything like that, although I am learning quite a bit about it lately. I find it fascinating, but I'm not going to bore you with that, nor would I want to and go into full that detail because it's just too long and involved. But just to get back to the story of Melusine, because apparently all the kings of England seem to spring from this mythical character of Melusine. And just real briefly, it comes from this tale of King Elenus, the king of Alba, an old name for Scotland. When he went hunting one day, he came across a beautiful lady in the forest, and her name was PRESSINE, the mother of Melusine. Now, King Elenus was so smitten with PRESSINE that he asked her to marry him. And she agreed, but only under one condition, and that was that he was never to enter her chamber when she was either giving birth or bathing herself or bathing her children. And that would be, I believe that they said every Saturday or something, that he could not enter her chamber. So he agreed because he just was in love. And of course, this shocked him and just blew his mind because, who wouldn't be that way when he finds his wife is some human hybrid creature slash half fish or serpent? Pretty strange, huh? Obviously, he's shocked and mortified that his wife turned into this creature, with a sea serpent's tail. Sometimes depicted a split tail, other times it's just like a serpent tail. Sometimes it's blended with a dragon and with wings. That was his wife, Melusine's mother, PRESSINE. Now his wife, Melusine, was also furious that he had broken his promise and her trust, that he wasn't gonna basically see her in her chamber. She took her 3 children and moved to the mythical island of Avalon, and deserted her husband, King Elenus. And these 3 daughters, when they all grew up, Melusine was about, I believe, 14, 15 years old. And they asked their mother why their father wasn't around. And PRESSINE told Melusine and her 2 sisters the story. And Melusine was especially appalled by her father's actions, that she actually planned a plot to kidnap her father and keep him in some tall, isolated tower. Well, when Melusine's mother, PRESSINE, found out that they kidnapped and locked up her husband, or their father, in this tower, she got furious with Melusine, and she put a curse on her daughter, the same curse that she had, where she was going to turn into a fish or a serpent every Saturday. Then, of course, Melusine grows up and goes through the same scenario, but with another nobleman, and she says the same thing to him. He can't see her on Saturdays when she's bathing or giving birth, and he also peers in and finds Melusine, and she's also crazily mad that he peered in on her, and she wigs out, and she basically flies off like a dragon.